Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. And we are here this morning for our live trade analysis on MGC Futures Gold. That is the only thing I trade. And so gold has been golden. And right now we see the price hit another all-time high on MGC Futures. And we were at the 3973.9. It got to 3973, guys. I really believe we're going to see 4,000 by the end of the year, if not 4,500 um, on MGC futures and 4,000, 4,300 on the actual gold currency. So let's see what we have this morning. This morning we said that we were looking for price to pull back to this particular area, the 39.44 area, which was a previous swing point. Looking for price to possibly come back to that area or come back to this 30. Yeah, that's the 39.44 area, that swing point that we had previously. Get to that area and then look for entries for a buy. We're looking for entries for a buy. And so price right now is pulling back to that area. This is on the 1 hour time frame. We're looking for price to continue possibly to come down to that area, push past, see if it comes down. If not, we're looking for a rejection candle. We're looking for price to reject so that we can enter in for a buy. Now, price can come down to that swing area and continue to push down. It can come down to that area, continue to push down. But as we can see right now, it's inching its way. It's 9:30. So we're going to see what the market does for entries around 10 o'clock, but 9:30, we see it's inching its way down, possibly to that previous swing point of 39.44.3. Let's see if it gets to that area, close to that area. We're looking for it to get to that trend line, push down to the trend line, because we are looking for entries for a buy. We're looking for buying opportunities. We are in an uptrend market, so we have an impulsive move. Now we're looking for that corrective move so we can enter in again for another impulsive move. We want another buy opportunity. And so we're waiting for price to pull back. Now it can get close to that 39.44 like it's doing, get to that area and kind of pull back. It doesn't have to stay there. We're looking for price to reject from that area. We're looking for it to finish its pullback. So we have here on the chart where we have our markup price coming possibly back to this area, and then we're looking for an entry, a rejection, an indicator, a candle indicator, rejection of price, break, retest of this area. This was our swing up. That is what we're looking for. And so price is, as we can see, kind of pulling back. It's 9:34. We don't have any news this morning. We do not have any news, but this is what we are expecting price to do this morning, is to pull back so that we can have an entry for a buy, and so we can ride the trend. Now, we're going to wait to see what the market does. Once again, we're not in control, guys. We're not in control. We're waiting to see if they pull price back to that area. If it comes back to that area, we're looking for price to get to this area. We want a rejection of price from this area. Now, price can come back down to this area. It was a previous ceiling to the left. As you can see, it was a previous ceiling. Looks like possibly it can come down to this area. It can push point. Now we're looking for it to come to this swing point. It's inching its way down there. Looking for it to come to this swing point so we can enter in for price to shoot back up. But let's see if that's what the market is going to give us this morning, or if it's going to continue to push down to that 39.22 area. It's going to sail down to the 39.22 area. Let's see if it does that. But right now, have my alert set for, and I did get in on some of the sale earlier, and I am green on accounts this morning, but want to make sure that I enter in for my position. Not going to take any other position other than the exit strategy calling a position on the 5-minute time frame. So I'm going to wait for the exit strategy to call a position on the 5-minute time frame. It has not called a position yet in my time frame, so I'm waiting for it to call it. And so when it does, whatever position it calls, I'm going to take the position that it calls. More than likely, we're probably going to see a call for a buy, but we will see. We will see if that is what we get this morning. We are still looking to see if price is going to continue to push down or if it's going to just come to this area here and retrace and continue to buy up. So we are 936 waiting to see what we're going to get in the market this morning. Gold is in a definite uptrend, and I know people are just sad about it because a lot of people like shorting gold. You do make a lot of money shorting gold. But when the market is trending, we don't try to go against the trend. We go with the trend. We don't shift up. The trend is your friend. So you want to go with the trend of the market. You don't want to go against the trend of the market. And so right now we see that we have a rejection again from this area. So possibly getting ready to see the market buy up. And we do want it to break from that 39.69 area as well. And so let's see what we're getting ready to see this morning. And I got a couple of monitors going up, guys, going on here. And so we do see rejection right now from that area. But let's see if it's going to give us a crossover. We're looking for a crossover in order to buy up. We're looking to catch the trend. That is what we're looking for. We're looking to catch the trend. We want to catch a trend, and you want to ride the trend. And so that is what we're looking for this morning. We're looking for price to give us what trend the market is going to go in this morning, and we're going to jump in at the trend. We're going to find out our entry, and then we're going to ride the trend. That is the goal. And the goal is to have a minimum of a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. That is what you want. 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4 is great, but the minimum is a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. You do not want to be risking more than you're going to gain. So that's why we make sure we have our key levels in place and understand where our key levels are and understand where our entries and our exits are going to be based off of our key levels. So, and right now we see prices rejecting from that area, but before we determine if it's going to be an uptrend, we want to make sure that it closes. We want a candle to close. We want it to close pushed up. And so we got a minute on this candle here. This is the 5-minute, looking for a price to give a crossover for a buy. If we do not get a crossover for a buy, guess what? Not taking the position, not taking the position, waiting for a price to cross over. I did take some trades this morning. I am green. So if I don't trade anymore today, I'll be okay with that. I'll be absolutely okay. And so waiting for price to do what it's going to do. Looking for price to push up, possibly. Let's see. How unfortunate. So let's see. And even though we see that we have this push up, we still do not have momentum right now crossing up. We need to see what this candle is going to do at this close here in a new candle. So let's see. And so we do have price possibly getting ready to cross up for us. Let's see. Strong rejection. So it did call a sale earlier on the 15-minute time frame, but we're looking for that call on the 5-minute time frame. That is what we're looking for. A buy call on the 5-minute time frame. on the Exodus strategy. That is what we're waiting for. That is what we are waiting for. And so price is pushing up, and you have to be patient, guys. Trading, you got to wait for your setup. You got to wait for your setup. If you don't wait for your setup, you're going to be rushing into trades, taking positions that are not there, and then you're going to be frustrated. It's about entering in at the right time. Executing entries and exits at the right time. And so let's see, it's pushing up. So it's looking like that was our strong area of rejection. So price is buying up this morning. And once it calls it, going to be looking to take an entry for the buy. So it's 941. 941. And we got 2 minutes and 56 seconds before the close of this 5-minute candle. Looking to see what we get. And it probably, let's see what it did over here. Yep, it called it there. So we're just waiting for it to catch up and call it over here. Let's see what we get here. Let's see. Five-minute time frame. And that is what we wanted. We wanted price to pull back, and then we wanted a rejection candle. And so we got what we were looking for. It came close. We said that this morning that it can come down to this EMA and then continue to push up, come close to that area and then continue to push up. And so that is what it looks like it was doing. It came close, pushed up. No, I don't want that one. I want this one. And so now we're waiting to see price continue. We're looking for a continuation for it to continue to push up. And so we have 15 minutes before a new 1-hour candle. And a minute and 30 seconds before a new 15-minute candle. Waiting for price. We want to see it close, and we want to get a buy call on the Exodus strategy. We wanted to call a buy. That's what we want. And it's pushing up good. The market is bullish, guys. The market is bullish. And this is why we don't sell in an uptrend and we don't buy in a downtrend. That's why you got to know what the trend is. You have to know what the trend is. And it looks like when this closes out, it is going to give us a buy call on the Exodus strategy when it closes out. Let's see what it gives us. We wanted a crossover. That is what we wanted. And we go to the 15. We see, sheesh. Let's see what we get at this 6 seconds. Sheesh. There we go. We got that back off. So guys, I'm getting ready to jump off. I will talk to you soon. We're going to do a recap.